We got a Metalhead attack on the city. This is basically terrorism, and there's only me and Ashlyn. Hey guys, it's part 9 of Jack 2. Just gonna go into the Hip Hog Heaven Saloon for a little drinks, a little karaoke, a little bit of wine and dine. You know how it is around here.
Baron sent his goons to harass me as usual, eh? Health violations, back taxes. Everyone wants a piece of me. Oh well.
Lucky for you, there's plenty to go around.
Destroying that cargo in the port is more important than you know, eh? I've got a new project going, and I don't need anyone snooping around my shipments. Let's just say, if everything goes as planned, I'm going to corner the market in Metalhead trophies. Anyway, I have another job for you. An associate of mine, Bruta, works with me in the forced labor trade.
You mean the slave trade?
I prefer freedom challenged. Lurkers are the city's low-class labor. Bruta pays me handsomely to help him free lurkers and get them safely out of the city. Oh, it lifts my spirit to help those in need. And I need his money.
Lurkers? We don't like lurkers.
But you do like gun upgrades, eh? There are 3 Crimson Guard transports carrying lurkers to a project the Baron has outside the city. Take out the transports and bring the 3 lurkers to Bruta's trinket stand in the bazaar.
Alright, well. Ammo capacity is increased. Yeah, dude, this is a cool mission because lurkers. You know, what I've always liked about the transition from Jack 1 to Jack 2, yeah, I've probably said this like 18,000 times already, but I'm going to say it again, is that what's great about the transition from Jack 1 to Jack 2, even though it was so drastic, it just has this familiarity to it, and when you play a mission like this is exactly what it is. You know, Jack 1, of course, the enemies of that game were these, like, lurker enemies. These little purple guys. And look at, here they are. There's one trapped in this little cage right here, and we're going to get him free. Because we're doing a mission for crew. Get on, buddy. Hop on. And now we're saving him. This is super cool, right? I mean, just such a cool little throwback. There's one right there, too. I wish I could take him. But I am going to take him eventually. Just can't take them all at the same time. I like that. I like that little familiarity to it. And that's what's, you know, it really... It's one of those little cameo things. I mean, they don't play a major role in the game, but it just... They still put this little, like, section in here where it's like, you know, oh, what happened to lurkers and whatnot, and blah, 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 blah. Like, everything is still sort of retained in the Jak and Daxter universe. And I like it when any game does this.
Another lurker freed.
You know, they're like, oh, you know, precursor orbs are still around. Lurkers are still around, and there's always like an explanation for these things, and I like that. If you're gonna take a, you know, kind of a 180 in terms of direction of story and universe and things like that, I always like when they still make it so the game feels the same, looks the same, plays the same, and has those little sort of oddball references and whatnot to whatever sort of the game, whatever the sort of the game world has built up in a sense. I really like those things a lot. I know some people that don't like those things. I know somebody who it irritates them when there's like sort of and not what I'm referring to right now, but more so like full-on heavy cameo sort of appearances, like when you see like Kratos in what, Mortal Kombat or something, or you know, you see I don't know, a Resistance costume in Uncharted 2 Online or something like that. I know somebody who that apparently just bothers the living hell out of them. Like, they just think that's so super annoying. They're like, oh, it's so fucking dumb. Like, they don't belong in here or whatnot. That's some shitty attitude, man. I think it's cool as fuck. I think it is. And everybody knows I'm right, so my opinion must be right for everybody. Because I am right. Funny enough, that's the attitude that every person on the internet has. That their opinion's right. Listen to me, I'm the best. I'm number 1. Listen, motherfucker, you ain't number 1. Smitty Worcestershire, whatever the fuck the guy's name was on SpongeBob, he was number 1. If you didn't watch SpongeBob, I'm sorry, but you had a shitty childhood.
In the vehicle, buddy. We can save you.
The other thing about SpongeBob, too, is that if you did watch that show was really fucking morbid in a lot of ways. Like, it had so many adult themes for being SpongeBob. And what always bothered me about, not SpongeBob, but other TV shows, is that other TV shows didn't have nearly the same level of adultery that SpongeBob did. And it's almost laughable, really.
Little Archie warrior, you have do great thing for brutal and lurker people.
No toucher the dude.
Oh, sorry. You great guy. Bruder not forget. Bruder pay you back. You see.
Just like he's got his own little fucking tiki stand here, and he's just super cool. Brother, not forget. Cool shit. But yes, back to what I was saying. That's what annoyed me about other, like cartoons when I was a kid. The thing is, I didn't notice this now. I noticed this when I was young. Like, this is I'm not lying to you. This is a thought I had when I used to watch SpongeBob and other cartoon shows and things like that growing up. Is like, why is SpongeBob so upfront and very, awesome about adult themes, and every other TV show that you would expect to have these adult themes not have them? And I'm sure there's some sort of specific, psychological thing or what have you, or TV program network and, networks and, right use and all this shit and, children advocates and studies and all this probably really boring shit that has, like, a proper answer. But, like, in terms of a casual discussion, it just is sort of funny to see it that way. Like, well, I don't know. What was the one example I thought of, or that made me think of this as a kid? Because it was one show I was watching, and I thought, like, this is lame. Like, why is this show... Or it was like, I don't remember what it was. I think it was, like, Teen Titans or something, maybe? Teen Titans, or... What was that one show with, like, the ghost kid? It was a kid, and he was, like, Danny Phantom, I think it was called. But, like, those shows, like, had, like, real sort of themes in terms of, like... There was, like, an antagonist, and it had a storyline, and... like, it wasn't a comedy, basically. Jesus Christ. Like SpongeBob was a comedy. That's all it was. There was no, like, sort of running theme with, like, an evil antagonist. Like, sure, there was Plankton, but you know what I'm saying. Like, it was a fucking comedy. So all these shows that were, like, legit had, suggestive themes didn't have suggestive themes, you know what I'm saying? Like, instead of saying, oh, I'm going to kill you, it's, I'm going to destroy you. That's the language they would use in those shows. But in SpongeBob, they'd say kill.
I want you boys to escort the kid over to Core at the power station. He promised to look out for the boy, and I'm just too busy to babysit right now. Oh, and take the kid's crocodile with you. Oh, isn't he sweet?
So what's this kid's story?
I found him just wandering the streets, but that amulet around his neck means he may just be the lost heir to the city. Take the kid and the mutt to the power station. Watch out for guard patrols and defend the kid at all costs. Oh, and if you happen to lose the crocodile...
Hey kid, wait! Come back!
That little crocodile's pretty badass. I would totally get that crocodile. Now, this is actually a really cool mission. Usually, I don't like escort missions. A lot of people don't like escort missions, and this one's honestly no different in terms of gameplay. But this mission actually kind of hit me in a certain place, because I remember playing this as a kid, and I don't know if Jack's going to say it no matter what, or if he says it only when the Crimson Guards actually damage the kid, but... He says, he has like an audio part where Jack will verbally say like, he'll say like, hey, he's just a kid, alright. Oh, now my rat's drinking water. He'll say like, hey, he's just a kid, alright, or leave him alone, or he'll say something like that. And it was just like, it just had this sort of innocence to it, and I was like, man, that is so crazy. Like, that's like some real shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. This is, of course, back when I was a kid, so... maybe it had more impact for me, but, I listened to that, and I was just like, oh, man, that's crazy, like, kids. And I don't care about kids at all. I think that's what helps it for me, is that I'm so indifferent to like having kids right now. Like I'm young. I don't plan on having kids anytime soon or anything like that. Kids kind of annoy me right now. So maybe that'll probably change in the future when I want to settle down or something like that. But it's like that's what makes it hit it harder for me, is like, oh, because I'm indifferent about kids now, it's more impactful when I do see something that makes me care about kids. And that was like sort of the situation with this mission, that this kid is so innocent and Jack's just trying to protect him, and he's like, hey, he's just a kid, all right, and you've got these big security guards with these big weapons pointing guns at the kid. Like, that's just like robbing the kid of his youth, and especially in this world that he's living in, that's basically just a terrible, shitty place to live, right? Like, it's not good. I really like that. That's what I really liked about this mission. It was really, really good. And I think the big thing here, of course, is you're wondering. I like how they make you like pull all the way over here, so you have more sort of area to protect the kid. Also, I might end up dying because I only have like 2 bars left. So one more shot and I might end up dying. I gotta make sure I don't die here. Oh! There, just gotta make sure I get it. You're probably all wondering, what's the importance of this kid, and I don't want to spoil anything right now, but obviously he does play a big story element, so we'll get to that when we get to it.
He's just a kid.
Yeah, there he goes. Did you hear it? He said it right there. That moment, man. That moment was big for me. That was cool shit. Is there something I'm not doing here? Or did I just not kill everybody?
Pick on someone your own size.
Phew, finally. Let's get these 2 to core. Samus told us to bring the kid to you.
Thank you. I'll be sure to keep him good. Oh, sweet. Interesting. That insufferable mutt never liked anyone but the boy before.
I guess I'm just good with animals.
I hope we have enough eco to keep the Metalheads at bay. During my travels in the deep wasteland, I saw some of the bigger ones. Awesome creatures.
We saw a big one coming out of a rift once. He was ugly.
I have some valuable information for you. The Baron is conducting an excavation at the dig. He is still looking for that ridiculous tomb. Frankly, I don't believe it exists, but you might as well go out there and disrupt his operation just in case. Knock down all the scaffolding at the site. That should set him back. Here is an air train pass to get you out there.
I think this is the mission I was talking about in part... Oh, okay, calm down, guys. Seriously. I think this is the mission I was talking about in part... What was it? Part 7? Where there's, like, a lot of platforming and stuff on the, like, the Baron's Palace and everything. So I think we're about to do that right now. Although I'm not sure... I think I'm going to the wrong one. The one he told us... I think it's the skull guy. Who cares? Whatever we go to, we go do it. We knock shit out. That's what we do on this channel. We just knock shit out left and right. All these missions, man. We're just knocking them out of the park. Although we are going to get to some missions where I'm probably going to end up cutting footage or something like that. Like the strip mine mission where you have to use the jet board and throw like the mines into the sort of dark eco vents or whatever the fuck. That mission's a pain in the ass because you're heavily time constrained, and it's kind of hard to your first time through to learn how to properly throw the bomb into the vents. So there's like a really steep learning curve, especially when you figure it out and you do like the first 5 vents and then you're wondering like where the fuck is the 6th event. And I'll be honest, I forget every single time. So I always have that small little learning curve whenever I have to do that mission every time I play this game. But there's that mission. Oh.
How's it riding in the hood, Red?
Get out of the area. This is Crimson Guard business. One of Vin's eco-tankers is coming in from the wasteland, but the clearance transmission sounded fishy. The driver was scared. We're going to check it out, just in case.
How can we help?
I've got it handled.
Ah! A Metalhead sneak attack!
Damn! It's just us! Help me take out all the Metalheads!
Look at that one little crash apparently killed every single Crimson Guard here. Even though there's like a fucking army of them whenever they want to like fight me. We got a Metalhead attack on the city. This is basically terrorism, and there's only me and Ashlyn. Absolutely love that. Also, it's not that I didn't know this was coming up, but I didn't realize that the mission was like literally right next to me when I spawned. So, but either way, we're starting a new mission, and this is really simple. It's just a bunch of Metalheads attacking and stuff. Go crazy, shoot them, kill them, lots of ammo. Very simple shit. Ashlyn, come on, girl. You can hold your own. You don't need me. I'm not even doing anything. I'm just doing the spinny thing.
Blue boy. We got them all. The Metalheads are getting bolder every day. It's almost like they're testing our defenses, like probing attacks. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome. I love the noise the jetboard makes. I hear it in my sleep. I want a jetboard. You know how there's that thing going around where you know, Lexus, the car manufacturer, made a hoverboard, and everybody's talking about it, and it's getting all this press and news discussion about, oh, jetboard, blah blah blah, and it's just like, and people are asking me about it, not you guys, like local people, because it's like such a hot news story. Hey Ryan, did you see it, like cool hoverboard or whatever that Lexus made? I'm saying to myself, like, I don't give a fucking flying shit about that thing. It's just magnets. That's all that shit is, isn't it? I mean, I'll be totally honest. I'm a little ignorant here. From my understanding, they made that hoverboard out of magnets, and it needs a magnet skate park to be able to be used. And it's like, what, only an inch off the ground or something like that? Like, it's not... come on, we want a real hoverboard. We want a real goddamn hoverboard. And you know what? If there was a consumer version of the Jak and Daxter jetboard from Jak 2, you've got my money. I don't know how much of you've got, because the MSRP of a device like that would probably be pretty fucking high, but let's just say you'd have my money. I mean, hey, Tesla made an amazing, beautiful car that I want, and that's a shitload of money, and they're still, and let me tell you, they'll probably, if I had the money to give them, they would end up getting my money. So it wouldn't be that far off if some company made a jetboard, like the Jak and Daxter one, they would have my money. Somebody should kickstart that, the Jak and Daxter jetboard. And just call it that too. Oh no, this is okay. Okay, I know what this mission is. It took me until they finally took me here for me to realize what I was actually doing here, but yeah, this mission is you go down to these mines and shit and fuck shit up basically. This is actually kind of a pain in the ass mission, but it's not the one I was thinking of where you have to go back to the Baron's Palace and do a bunch of platforming and stuff like that. There we go. I didn't realize where I was. It's a little quiet. A little too quiet. And this is why this mission is annoying, because these Crimson Guards all have those little canister things that they'll shoot at you, basically. I mean, this area gets completely open-ended. This is a jetboard mission, more or less, where you have to grind on all these like little wires and things, and you have to snap off all the
Break all the support cables.
yeah, you have to break off all the support cables, and that's what'll happen. That's what's gonna happen. The entire part of this mission is all these Crimson Guards are gonna get in the way, and they're gonna shoot these things at you, and it's just super fucking annoying. And you don't even realize that you're like that you've driven into one, more or less, because they're so small. They're kind of hard to see, and also the jetboard, you know, sometimes you just kind of fuck up using it. There we go. So we basically just got to get all those. See, they get in the fucking way. Of course you can like kill them, But it's like, you don't want to do that. Sometimes you just want to fucking get the job done, you know what I'm saying? See, that's what they just get in the way. That's all they do, is just they just get in the fucking way. Now, I'm not 100%. I don't actually remember if the Crimson Guards respawn or not. I'm pretty sure they. I'm inclined to say they don't respawn. So I'm gonna just kill them and see where that gets me. Because if they're here, they just get in the way. Especially with all these little canisters they shoot at you and whatnot. And that's the thing, is that some of them are so high up that they just, yeah, it's just a fucking gangbang basically, more or less. Yeah, you can see them up there. I'm trying to get this one all the way over here, but I can't quite reach them because there's all these like escalator thingies, these flat ass escalators. Ah, damn it! That's another thing. You gotta stay mobile. You cannot stay still because they're just gonna keep lighting you up more or less. So light it up, up, up. Oh no! You know what the crazy thing is? I was just going to mention this too. Another shitty part about this level is the lava. You'll just fall off because, you know, whatever, you make mistakes, and you go right in the goddamn lava, and then boom. It's all fucked up. Also, this is like a later area that kind of opens up. I'm taking half casualties. My throat kind of hurts a little bit. And I've realized that it usually happens after I've recorded about 2 Let's Plays. Once I get to like the 3rd Let's Play I'm recording in one session, I kind of start like having my throat sore. Which tells you, I just get all intense, start talking up a storm, and I physically harm myself for the sake of the discussion. That's what I do for you guys. I would take a bullet for you guys. And when I mean take a bullet, I mean like somebody would hand me, if somebody handed me a bullet and said take this, I would say okay, and I would put it in my pocket. That's me taking a bullet for you guys. It may not be in the traditional sense of the phrase taking a bullet for you, but that's just me saying that technically I would do it. In the truest sense of like, oh, would I get shot for you guys? Fuck no. I would not get shot for you guys. But I would absolutely put a bullet in my pocket from some random guy who says, hey, take this bullet off my hands. And I'll be like, okay. Put it in my pocket. It's for you guys. I did it for you. I'll take free shit. 'Cause that's pretty much what it is. Somebody's offering you a free bullet. A free round of ammo. I'll do it. My leg itches a lot right now. And I'm not gonna itch it. You know why? Because I'm living on the... Actually, no, fuck it. I can't. I was about to say, I'm living on the edge. Nope. Can't quite handle it. You know what they say? Can't handle the heat. Get out of the kitchen. Oh, we're not even in a kitchen. That's the funny thing about it. Also, you gotta be careful when you're grinding because randomly he'll just like get off. Like it happens. I don't know why, but he'll do it sometimes. He'll be right in the middle of a grind and he'll just like stop grinding. And that's no good because when you're all the way up here, you're about to be really fucked. Okay, last 3. Hey, there we go. Yeah, I think they do respawn. I think that was more Crimson Guards coming in. But you can get most of the ones off the platforms, but I think there's like 2... Oh my god! But I think there's 2 guards that like continuously come out no matter what. Anyway, we're done here, so I'm going to leave. My rats are so cute. They're just sitting there sleeping. Just sleeping. You guys don't do anything. Why don't you get jobs? Why don't you help pay the bills around here? I mean, come on. You use the electricity. You use the water. We know that. My listeners know that. My viewers know that. They can hear you, basically. Drink the water. You're under my roof. I think it's about time you rats start paying the bills, helping out, doing your part. Because I clean after them, too. You know. They're like children, more or less. And yet, I don't get anything out of it. And I know, I damn well know that when I leave, these rats turn the TV on, using up my cable, using up my internet, using up my electricity. You know what, rats? About time y'all rats get a job. I'm crazy. I'm one of those crazy animal people. You know, there's like crazy cat ladies. I'm a crazy rat man. And that is my name amongst people that know me. People call me Rat Man because I advocate that pet rats are amazing, you know, pets to have, and they absolutely are. Rats are awesome. Rats are absolutely beautiful. They're so gorgeous. They're just so cute. If you go to Google, type in Dumbo rats, then go to images, and you're just fucking insane if you don't think they're the most adorable looking motherfuckers on this planet. They're so cute.
Years ago, when I was an art collector, I hit the local museum to borrow a famous statue of Ma, the founder of Haven City. In his hands, the statue held the ruby key to the city, an artifact of surpassing beauty. And, of course, priceless worth, eh?
Oh, I just love art.
While smuggling the huge statue through the sewers, a grueling rainstorm flooded the whole place. The statue and 5 of my best men were swept away.
That's terrible.
Yes, a tragic loss. I've missed that statue ever since. The sewers have been so full of water and metalheads that I can't get anyone to go down there and retrieve the artifact. But you're special, Jack. You can do it.
Jack? Hey, what am I, chub liver?
Oh, don't I wish? Now go down there, drain the sewers, and find that statue at the bottom. Bring back the ruby key artifact, and it will open up doors beyond our wildest dreams, eh?
Great. More mucking in the mud.
I hate to burst your bathtub bubbles, baby, but that ain't just mud down there.
Oh, yes, we are about to start one of the funnest missions in Jack 2. And the damn thing is, this part is over. So, everybody, I will see you all in part 9. So, part 10, we'll be doing a really fun mission in Jack 2. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a great time. And we're going to actually have, I think we're going to do like we're going to have party streamers, and we'll do like we'll have fun quizzes and drawing competitions, and we'll do like, we'll grade everybody with like check pluses and check minuses and things like that. It's going to be a great time, really. It's going to be pretty sweet. Anyway, I'll see you all in part 10, and that's about it for me. I'm going to go urinate.